right down by the Vista Market, turn there, and cut over to Ascension, go the back way into Clint.
All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to the video. My name is Nathan, and I'm an Outdooraholic. It's another beautiful day to ride here in El Paso, Texas, with the Harley Owners Group, El Paso chapter. We got about 30 bikes, maybe a couple more, on our ride today here in early March. Going to be heading out through the east side of El Paso, riding down to Clint, Texas, have some breakfast, and then continuing our ride down through the lower valley east of El Paso through Babins, Tornillo, Fort Hancock, some small farming towns in far west Texas. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video, follow along. We're gonna have a great day riding. It's probably 60 some degrees right now with a high of 72 or 73 today. All right, so here we are literally in the desert east of El Paso. This is a road called Ascension, which kind of goes down from the Montana Vista area down towards Horizon and then further down to Clint. But anyway, I'm getting up ahead of everybody so I can stop and get a group picture as the pack passes. So it should be a cool shot. Nice pretty day. The desert in the background and some mountains in the far distance. So check it out. Guys, we are coming into Clint, Texas. We're gonna stop for breakfast and then we'll continue our ride down through the lower valleys along the Rio Grande River.
It's very small town, you know.
Okay, first off.
The first post office in Clint was established back in 1886, and the town was originally called Collinsburg, named after Mary Clinton Collins, an early settler to the area, and then the name was later changed to Clint after her middle name. Clint is situated in a fertile valley coming right off of the Rio Grande River. It's also a stop right off of Interstate 10. So I looked into Clint for pop culture references and I only found one. It was mentioned many times in a Johnny Cash song off of a 1966 album of his. The song was called Please Don't Play Red River Valley. And he mentions Clint, Texas probably half a dozen times, talking about it being the place that he bought his first harmonica for $2.98 in Clint, Texas. C-L-I-N-T, Texas. So I thought that was kind of cool. I never heard that song before, so I actually found it on Spotify and listened to it. It's pretty neat to hear this little town mentioned in an old Johnny Cash song. Alright guys, here we are coming into the town of Tornillo, Texas. We're heading down Texas 20 right now, and our next stop will be Fort Hancock, Texas. So we'll see you down there. Alright, off to the right there, it's hard to see, is a nice looking lake. A big lake for this area. We live in the desert here, so it's called County Line Lakes. It's quite pretty. Again, we're in the desert, so work with us here. We'll take what we can get. There's a hawk up there. Alright guys, we just pulled into Fort Hancock, Texas. So why is it called Fort Hancock? Was there ever a military fort here? And the answer is yes. Back in 1882, the Army built Camp Rice along the El Paso-San Antonio Road. 4 years later, in 1886, it was renamed Fort Hancock, and it was named after General Winfield Scott Hancock, who was a hero of the Battle of Gettysburg during the Civil War. And after he passed away, they named the fort Fort Hancock. That same year, in 1886, is when the first post office was established here in the town of Fort Hancock. The fort was abandoned back in 1895, and the remnants of it are actually, we just passed it, they're in a cotton field just south of Texas 20 as you're rolling into Fort Hancock. So that's pretty neat. Another fun fact, back in 2006, Fort Hancock raised the speed limit on the highway, Interstate 10 that runs through here, to 80 miles an hour. And at that time in 2006, it was the highest speed limit in the United States, anywhere in the United States. So that's pretty cool. 80 miles an hour is not uncommon at all now, but apparently it was the first to do it back in 2006. So we're gonna pull up here, get some gas. We do have some Sportsters riding with us, so probably need to fill up their tanks, and I'm still got 3/4 of a tank full, and then we'll get back on the interstate and head back to El Paso. It's been an awesome ride so far. Oh, okay. I was like, normally we go right here, but
I gotta go. Talk to you later. That's what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I know.
It was kind of windy a little, but not nothing. I think yesterday.
Pulling out of Fort Hancock, Texas, getting on Interstate 10 and heading back into El Paso. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this ride. We sure did. Perfect weather, good group of guys, about 30 bikes. If you guys ever want to ride with the El Paso HOG chapter, check us out on Facebook, El Paso HOG chapter. We post all our upcoming rides as well as pictures and videos from the rides that we do. We'll also have a website, elpasohog.com, where you can sign up for our newsletter, where we'll send out email reminders about upcoming rides and also see all the information about joining the HOG group, nationally and locally, there on the website, as well as upcoming rides. We do rides either every week or every other weekend, around West Texas and southern New Mexico mostly, but all over the place. So I hope you guys will join us at a future ride, or at least enjoy watching it from wherever you're at. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, consider subscribing to the channel. I post local rides as well as trips. Doing a series on the 50 rides One Nation through Harley-Davidson, as well as visit a lot of national parks and do videos on them as well. Kind of just getting started with this channel, but that's what we're doing. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then hope you'll follow along and Enjoy being out in the great outdoors on two wheels with us.